In 2019, I spent 6 months by myself in the African bush to photograph wild lions. This series is about the coolest adventure I ever did and the challenges I faced along the way. Traveling solo in the bush of Botswana. In the last episode, I visited Khama rhino sanctuary, and before that, Kubu island. Make sure to check those videos out to get the full story from the beginning. The car was tested and I felt ready to start the adventure and photo project with a 3-week round trip in the bush, starting at a place called Nxai Pan. The sun was already climbing and I knew I'd miss the opportunities of the morning that is the best time to find animals, especially the big cats. But after passing a dead elephant and a giraffe getting plucked clean by vultures and marabou storks, I thought maybe, just maybe, I'd get lucky. We are on. I have spotted a lioness with 3 cubs. In Africa, you just have to expect the unexpected. A great start for me and the motivation was off the charts. I felt fired up and really good about getting my lion portraits. Didn't expect to see anything because it's getting really hot. And all of a sudden, under this bush, I just saw 2 giant red eyes staring at me, maybe 10 meters away. I didn't see it until I was that close. Note to self, always be alert to lions lying under bushes. And I was off towards Nxai Pan to get there in time for the evening game drive. The road going into Nxai Pan is really bumpy. From the gate it's about 25 kilometers till you get into Nxai Pan itself. Eventually I found my camping spot, pitched the tent right by the ablution building that has both flushing toilets and showers. Elephants also frequent the campsites to look for water at the well just outside. Magical. Quick facts about Nxai Pan. It's easy to drive here, apart from when it's raining, then it's terrible and your car will slide a lot. That's because of the clay ground. At Nxai Pan you will also find Bain's baobabs, which is a group of huge baobab trees that are quite famous. And the campsites are pretty nice with good ablution facilities like those showers and flushing toilets. You won't find that everywhere when you go wild camping in the bush, so that's a luxury. Quick tip, remember to zip your tents properly. I found a big scorpion in mine one morning, and that could quite easily have been a showstopper. There he is, right there. Now I gotta get him out. Now back to chasing those lions. I learned from one of the guys working here at the camp that this is the start of the zebra migration and they haven't reached Nxai Pan yet. He says that they aren't far away. He spotted thousands of zebras when he was going down the road towards the gate. That's 30 kilometers. And they are coming this way now. They are migrating this way. That means that the big lions are there, chasing them. 3 days passed with no predators to speak of, apart from a jackal mother and her cub. There were literally tons of elephants, but no friggin' lions. It had me driving in circles in the mornings and afternoons with no luck. Where are all the animals? Tell me. And this driving nearly burnt all my fuel, and I had to drive 100 kilometers to a small village called Gweta to refuel. Luckily they did have fuel there, as is not always the case at filling stations in Botswana. Still, I thought it was such a waste to go all that way and back to see nothing but asphalt. But I completely forgot that this was the migration season for the wildebeest and zebras. This is one of the most spectacular things I've seen. It's literally thousands of zebras. Thousands! What a stroke of luck. Thousands and thousands of zebras on their way to Nxai Pan. That's great news for lions and for my photo project. Okay guys, I just met a guy that had spotted a lion sleeping on the road. He was very kind. He asked if he could show it to me and I said yes. So I'm following his car now. It's a young male by itself, sleeping on the road. Hopefully, fingers crossed, come on, give me this lion. found the lion. It's a young male by itself lying on the road. Fantastic. Finally, I had the first full frontal portrait of a male lion. That was the idea of the photo project. Close-up full front portrait of wild male lions in Botswana. Now I just needed 8 more to reach the minimum of 9 to call it completed. It's always a great feeling when you capture an image and it's exactly as you pictured, especially the first one in a photo project you've just started. It sort of pops the bubble of anticipation that has built up over time. Wildlife photography in particular, as you have no guarantee of anything showing up, and you have to be out all day, every day. Getting this portrait, I felt the project was rolling. There's one thing about wildlife photography, is that you really have to be patient. During the day, I continued driving around to find potential spots that could be good hunting grounds for lions. Not that I'm an expert or know exactly what to look for, but old kills seem to be like a good indicator. This was also when I heard the first strange clanking sound coming from the car. I checked most things under the hood, fooling myself, pretending to know something about cars. Checked the fluid levels as you do when you pop the hood, but didn't find anything. Happily unaware of future car troubles, so no worries just yet. The last afternoon at Nxai Pan, I had the most spectacular and brutal sighting I've ever seen in Africa. The young lion I found sleeping on the road a few days earlier was clearly in someone else's territory, and the big man himself was not happy about it, giving the younger male a demonstration of alpha traits. Brutal. I had only heard about this big male and that he was quite shy of cars, but I knew I had to get photos of him. And eventually, I did. And this concludes the first week of hard work on my photo project. I'm not sure if I can use the photos I got of the big alpha male, as I messed up my camera settings at some point and the light the next day was all wrong. Takeaway from this is that it takes a lot of patience, timing and failing to get what you're after. But at least I had that one portrait I was really proud of, and I still had many months left in Botswana ahead of me. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Also ring that bell to get a notification of future content. I really appreciate that, and it's a good way to support me as well. Also, let me know what you think of the photos in the comments. Write the words Lion Project in your comment as an indication you've seen the whole video. It's great for me to see who watches the videos all the way to the end, and I'd really like to know who you are to connect and make a better community. In the next episode we are going to a place called Elephant Sands and further north towards Kasane. See you there, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.